The perfect setting to the best volleyball in the world today. Welcome to the ESPN Wide World of Sports at the Walt Disney World Resort. Home today to the 46th AAU Girls Junior National Volleyball Championships. And two longtime foes get together today for the 14 Open title, A6 Munciana against A6 Kiva Red. Not an easy path for both of these teams to reach this final round where they play for the sixth time this season. Here's a look at how they got here to the final round. Two-setter for each of the squads. The Chipmunks took care of top select elite in Florida. Meanwhile, A6 Kiva fended off Vaquetas out of Puerto Rico. Let's get to know the stars on the court today. We'll start out with the roster for A6 Munciana. The Chipmunks bring a strong squad.
And consistency is going to be key for this team today. Offense is also a really big element to their game plan.
A6 Munciana led by longtime coach Wesley Lyon, looking for his first win against A6 Kiva here today. Meanwhile, for A6 Kiva,
very composed team, all led by Coach Ronald Cortez. We're going to see them not have a lot of emotional up and downs during the match today.
Coach Cortez has coached this specific age group for over 30 years. He won the title in a classic last year on this court. He tries to go back-to-back. An electric atmosphere here for the AAU Girls Junior National Volleyball Championship. Packed house at the HP Fieldhouse. And here we go, we're underway. And already a quick point to get us started for A6 Munciana. The Chipmunks in the white on your rights, A6 Kiva red. And the black jerseys on your left. Nolan Alexander joined by Aaron Campbell. Two 2-0 lead for the Chipmunks. Here's a look at who's looking at the net today. Your umpires. Reiko Allred, look at her on top of the net. We'll get her view of the net cam here throughout the match, and Edwin Gonzalez, the down referee.
Great net play by both sides. Battle of the middles right now.
Dug out by 9, Addie Raines.
Wow, what a rally so far.
And I imagine we're going to see more of this. Again, these teams extremely familiar with each other. The coaches say similar cultures. They train the same way, built almost identically. But the Chipmunks win the rally, 3-0.
We are in for a treat. If this is anything how the match is going to go, we are certainly in for a long, fun ride. All about keeping the errors off during those long rallies. Good defense on both sides. Good reads. All about putting the ball away in those long rallies.
Alexis Strong from the left side.
Outer system, nice high pop on the ball. Just finds the seam between the libero and the right back. Pretty vulnerable spot on the court.
And the Chipmunks come back. And a swipe from Brooke Elliott.
So the key for this game is all about getting the first ball kill. You don't want your opponent to go on 2, 3, 4-point runs, so you have to execute and get the ball back side out really fast. No more than 2 points for each rally.
A 4-point lead for A6 Munciana. Strong just a little long.
Yeah, hard shot to make. It's about a 10% success rate on that super sharp cross-court swing.
Naya Button gives Kiva its second point.
And so far, we've seen activation for number 55, Nia Button, and number 7, Brooke Elliott, both middles on opposite sides of the court. So these two teams know the power of getting the middle activated early so that their pin players can get a little bit more breathing room as the match goes on.
Emily Bowman, the serve, and then the dig from the back row. Button with some stuffing at the net. There's that net, Cam.
And that's why I like traditional blocking so much better. It teaches the discipline of the hands in front of your face rather than a swing block where you have to go behind your body to bring those arms around.
3-0 run for A6 Kiva Red.
Great play out of the net by Brooke Elliott. Oh, huge dig. Good swing by number 55, Nia Bunton. We've called her name a lot so far.
We have, and this is a roster that Ronald Cordes admits that he's not typically blessed with. He likes to identify his team as scrappy, get after, they're going to win with intensity and attitude. They don't have a link. He says this is the tallest roster he's ever had, and Nia Button is a big part of that.
Just look at her footwork as she comes across, hands high, so quiet and simple. That's blocking. Super, super quiet, super simple, perfect technique. Wow.
This is Nia Button's world. We're just all living in it.
Yeah, so what you do with that, if she's beating you, you have to add some speed to it. Mix it up, add tempo, change the tempo, move things across the net because she's getting her hands on everything. Or use her. Keep that elbow nice and high, swing high. Perfect swing. Nice and high around her. That's the perfect swing against her. Well, it's a block party. Welcome Nolan to the block party.
Not too fashionably late. Brooke Elliott, number 7 for the Chipmunks, gets up and over.
Blocking is, by the way, it's the most fun thing to do in volleyball.
It's the most fun.
It's the most fun thing to do. I love it. Good touch, good slow down, great dig by Brooke Elliott.
Welcome back, Miss Button.
And a reprieve for the Chipmunks. Nia Bunton goes out. She has been unstoppable, perfect in her first 3 rotations.
But that's the look at the floor right now, Aaron. This is exactly what Cordes was talking about. Button goes out, and it looks like the length remains about the same with the net.
Yeah, Gabrielle Gary comes in. Huge swing by Sydney Helmers on the outside, nice and deep into the court. Both sides just have so many opportunities on offense, so many different options. Gotta be deeper.
Sydney Helmers dials in the fastball. Goodness.
And there's not much line given there. Macy Bowden actually reads that block really well.
Hey, a reminder, that last look was slow down.
Yeah. Friendly reminder that was slow-mo.
Time out on the floor. Let's join the huddle.
Just stay where you are. Be patient out there and second balls. You look good. Looks good. You got to work off it on that net, okay? And take advantage of the things. Now listen, don't enjoy it, but don't get hyped up in here with it. Let's play our game, right? Come on.
That's interesting, Aaron. I haven't heard that before. What does that line look like of enjoy it, but don't get too hyped?
It's about being composed. Don't let it change how you play. Let it fuel your excitement, but not change how you play. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Those are tough. Coming over that that hard shoulder, get your feet to the ball. The ball's dropping really fast. Just try to get that one over.
Emily Serbos still to serve for A6 Kiva. And a misfire from Chloe Cook.
And sometimes in volleyball, players get into the habit of thinking, I want to play like my opponent. I want to swing as hard as they do. And so sometimes that mentality comes into play. If you are Munciana right now, it's about just finding seams on the court. Keep mixing up your shots, trying to go deep, trying to find that one offensive swing that's going to work.
Sydney Helmers with a 7-point lead for A6 Kiva Row.
For right now, compounding errors in an unstoppable offense are letting Kiva pull away right now.
Wesley Lyon, the head coach for the Chipmunks, said if his team is going to win today, asked him what it's going to take to win, you got to play clean ball.
Yeah.
We can't have more errors than A6 Kiva. Of course, for right now, that not going the way of Munciana. Playing to 25 here in the first 2 sets.
It's a good swing. It's a really good swing. Use the block. If you know you're trapped, you know you're tight, that block becomes your best friend. Try to go nice and high off those hands, almost thinking like a I'm going to break your finger mentality. Not that you need to hit the ball that hard, but that's what you want to do. You want to attack the most susceptible part of that block and go score kills that way.
Almost half of Kiva's points have come off of kills. And add to it.
But the block for Munciana is slowing the ball down well. It's just that they can't convert that point. You have to be able to convert that free ball opportunity into an offensive attack.
And it stays in. Another kill by Chloe Cook.
Great pass. Great save.
Easy play at the net for Delaney Lawson.
And just a nice little touch over the net. Great front row control. And she can swing from anywhere. Give the bonus to the Elmers. Elmers, she's gonna put the ball away. Right side, in the 3, in the 4. Man, that's heavy. That's a heavy arm swing.
Here she is to serve.
Great dig.
Ramsey Gary out of the back row. Give it back to doubling up the Chipmunks.
Yeah, and there's just so many offensive weapons for Kiva right now. I mean, you think you get reprieve because Helmers goes into the back row, and then here comes 3 more offensive weapons in the front row. Alexa Strong swinging strong on that right side.
Let's join the Chipmunks huddle.
I told you they're going to score some points. All right, they just got that run right there, and now we got to figure out something. So one of 2 things happens: we come back in this game right now, or we get back and get our mindset ready to win game 2. But right now it's either one. Let's go.
Aaron, that's pretty much telling it like it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, one of these 2 things is going to happen.
Yeah, very true. And you appreciate that.
I was about to say, do you like that in the coach?
Yeah, I don't want somebody to be like, you guys got this. Like, all you have to do is do this. Like, I'd rather somebody be like, okay, listen, this isn't how we wanted this match to start. Here's the reality of the situation. Now let's just try to gain some momentum going into set 2.
Maybe the Chipmunks come back here in set one. Gary serve. So you call tool in the block, right, Aaron?
That is textbook tool in the block. And the best swing in volleyball. It's just so deceptive. All the defense is moving in. That ball changes direction off the block. Another kill for Alexis Strong.
Naya Button back in and immediately makes her presence known once more.
I wonder if there's a few college coaches knocking on her door already. I would be very, very curious to see if they were, which I know that they are because she's amazing so far. Good transition. Great block. Oh, just outside.
So something new that passed in NCAA legislation in this past year. Offers can't be made until the prospective student athlete, I believe, is 16 years old. So
it's not by school year.
Not as many of those early commits as we're used to. But yes, I think a lot of people know about 55
Yeah, they can still send her a letter and say, hey, we'd love for you to fill out a questionnaire. AKA, we are interested. Please keep us in mind. But all of these girls, pretty much everybody on this stage are getting those letters in the mail.
Maloney with the ace. And Ace Skiva, 14 red, now 2 points away from owning the first set in a best of 3 for the 14 Open.
The beauty of that block is the swing had so much power on it. It hits off the block, and even though the coverage is perfect, it's too deep on the court. No one's out there for it. Great coverage by the Chipmunks. That's just an unfortunate, unlucky bounce.
And who else would lay down set point? Naya Button powers A6 Kiva, 14 red, to a set one victory. Seemingly unstoppable for the squad out of Louisville, Kentucky. Kiva takes the win in set one. Do the Chipmunks have a comeback inside of them? We'll find out next when we come back to the ESPN Wide World of Sports for the 46th AAU Volleyball National Championships.
Experience running through Disney theme parks when you participate in a Run Disney race weekend. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced runner, Run Disney has a distance for everyone from 5Ks to marathons. And with some amazing race weekend themes like Star Wars and Classic Disney, you'll be cheered on by some real characters. Looking for your next finisher medal? Visit rundisney.com to learn more.
ESPN Plus. Thousands of live events. Exclusive releases. The entire 30 for 30 collection. Available on the ESPN app and ESPN.com. All of this and more exclusively on ESPN Plus. Start your free trial now.
Go the distance with Disney at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Florida. Here you can train or compete in one of the many events hosted at our world-class New Balance Track and Field Complex. From Disney Track and Field Spring Training to the Disney Cross Country Classic, the ESPN Wide World of Sports is here to help you soar over every hurdle. For more information, check out DisneyTrackandField.com.
And we're back at the HB Fieldhouse of the ESPN Wide World of Sports. It's the 46th AAU Volleyball National Championships, and two very familiar foes going at it for the 14 Open Final. A6 Kiva, 14 red, captured set one thanks to this name. We said it a lot, Aaron. Naya Button. What did she do?
And pretty much everything. We talk a lot about the setter-middle connection when it comes to a tempo set out of the middle. She doesn't need tempo. She just needs you to throw the ball up in the air so she can rip on it. And that's a beautiful thing from a middle. She can run tempo, but she doesn't need it. And then her blocking was just absolutely the X factor for them. They came out a little bit slow, then she came back and helped them win that first set.
No shortage of fan support for both of these squads, and we heard it in the huddle for Coach Cordes earlier. He said, enjoy it, but don't get too hyped. I'm having a hard time not getting too hyped. I see the crowd and this action. I'm loving it. This is the best volleyball in the world going on right now. It's here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. So if you're A6 Munciana, we heard it from their coach, Wesley Line, earlier, said one of two things is going to happen here. We're either going to get it together in the first set, come back to win, or we're going to reset our minds and be ready to go in the second set. Aaron, if you're A6 Munciana, how do you try to slow down Nia Button?
Well, you have to serve tougher so that the middle isn't an option. You have to just go after it on the service line, force your opponent to set the ball to the outside. Don't even let her be a factor in the match.
The teams have switched sides, so the A6 Munciana Chipmunks are on your left in the whites. Ramsey Gary to begin to serve. A6 Kiva 14 red in the black jerseys on your right. This is the fourth Open Championship we are crowning today. We started with the first ever 11s. There's Ramsey Gary with an ace to get us started. We went to the 12s, the 13s. Every single championship match has been fantastic. We've had 2 go to 3 sets. Goes to show, especially at this level of the game. So we saw the Chipmunks just gained their first ace. It's not over until that final point is done. No matter how good Kiva looked, wouldn't surprise me as well to see the Chipmunks win this second set.
We've seen a lot of teams struggle with the tight pass today. Really have to try to keep that ball off the net so that your setter can run underneath it and make a great set. So compounding errors, those are things you want to avoid if you are the Chipmunks, if you're Munciana. You want to not have these compounding errors, back-to-back errors, especially on the attack line. Good swing by Brooke Elliott. She was the firecracker in that first set for the Chipmunks. Nice and deep over that block. Big block in front of her. Good matchup.
Just inside. Claire Castor serve.
Great slowdown at the block by Elliott. Great out-of-system play. Oh,
kept alive. Kiva couldn't believe it.
Second super long rally in this match.
But eventually Nia Button won't be denied.
Kudos to both sides, working hard in transition, working hard to get from their base to their defensive position. Good approach, good transition.
That's the scrappiness that both coaches described a part of their culture. Oh my, what a kill shot from the left side by Brooke Elliott. You can hear, those aren't boo birds. Those are Brooke birds that they're screaming out in the stands.
It's always a good swing when the line judge has to get out of the way but makes the call. Oh, she hasn't done a tip yet. Very, very smart.
Just about every skill set in her arsenal, it seems.
Again, you think you get a reprieve. She gets out of the match. But then you get Gabrielle Gary in the front row. Sydney Helmer's in the front row.
How about that? Kiva doubling up the Chipmunks and kills. Chloe Cook for Munciana.
Good transition. Oh, it's up! Oh. Good swing by Delaney Lawson. Get her activated often, especially in transition. She'll be able to score some nice points. Good transition. Sees that the block's coming on her. It's fronting her. She cuts it back to the right back. Good swing.
5-all the score. Great dig from Reese Baker.
Good read by Bowden.
And Munciana gains the lead.
It's really hard sometimes as a natural setter. When that ball comes in on the attack and you want to play it overhead, you almost have to think of your hands as a platform, not as a soft surface, because that will trickle out of your hand really fast. Outside, Chloe Cook is putting on a line attack clinic. Point after point. Definitely someone they need to come alive into the second set.
Down at 1 point, but now a 3-point lead for Munciana.
Totally different team than what we saw in the first set.
I mean, I don't think Coach Wesley Lyon's a liar.
Yeah.
He said one of two things is going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the 6th time that these programs have met this year. A6 Kiva 14 Red has won all 5 times this far. These teams don't have much of a geographic separation. A6 Munciana Chipmunks, of course, out of Muncie, Indiana. And A6 Kiva out of Louisville, Kentucky.
They play in the same region. They're going to a lot of the same tournaments.
Yep.
It's kind of cool that they get to play for a national championship after all. Great save by Cook. Ashby Willis coming in with my favorite shot in volleyball, the tool off the outside blocker's hand. It is the setter. Good matchup for her. Macy Bowden, kudos to her. She is a great blocker. Setters don't have the best reputation of being good blockers. So it's a good matchup.
And now Kiva on a run of its own to take the lead. There goes Willis again.
And definitely the ideal matchup. 2 kills in a row for her. Both swings go down the line. Macy Bowden maybe wants to take that line away on her block, not front her hitter, but take that line away.
A point for the Chipmunks.
It's interesting. We had Helmers on the outside in the last set. Coach has switched Willis and Helmers to put Helmers on the right side, probably more for a block, and then, those good kills that she has.
Now Sydney Helmers to serve. Playing to 25 here in the second set. A6 Kiva ran away with set 1 here in the 14 Open National title. Delaney Lawson, daughter of assistant Leslie Lawson, comes back for A6 Muncie.
And we talked about errors for the Chipmunks in the first set. Now it looks like Kiva's letting the match run away a little bit because of those unforced errors. Too many in the net calls, have to control their body.
(12-11) Chipmunks. The back row shot.
And still, I think both sides are giving up way too much line. They have to get right in front of the hitters, force them to make a good shot. Don't just give them what they want. Make them hit the ball where you want them to. I think they're just giving up too much line.
Gabrielle Gary ties us at 12.
Almost looked like it was going to clip number 7, Maya Maloney, on the back row, but she pulled her hands away just in time, let that ball sail out.
Another point for A6 Kiva.
Just so many teams have struggled with putting the ball too tight to the net. We've seen more net calls today across all of our matches than I think we've seen in a long time.
You think that's a product of just the fatigue of not only this term but into the season?
I think it's system. So I think that these coaches are trying to force the ball to be perfect so that they can run whatever they want. So the girls aren't thinking, I just need to make a pass, a good pass so that my setter has 2.5 options. I think they're thinking too perfect. Or they need to have that ball too close to the nose.
Here's Coach.
So now they're in system and we're out. You get rid of your passing, girls, we go right the other direction. All right, you got a ball control, and that first contact is critical. Just get us something to play with. If we can stay in system, we don't have issues here. All right, but come on, now let's go. Lex, how you in the net?
And talking about being out of system, I mean, that's good teams force their opponents out of system. We saw them so in system the first set. That's why Nia Button was able to score as many points as she was.
Clara Castor takes the right side. Gary the libero. Digs out the button attempt.
The beautiful thing about Nia Bunton, she doesn't need to be in system. You just throw the ball up in the air and she's going to go get it.
There's only so many times you can stop Miss Button.
Hits high hands. Didn't have the shot she wanted, but made something work with it.
Coach Portis, the longtime leader of A6 Kiva 14.
Great dig.
inside the right line.
And that's just a tough matchup for Munciana. Yes, you do have Brooke Elliott in the front row, but if you're trying to double block Nia Bunton, which you should, and they are, the matchup that she has to go left back is just too good right now. She can swing right over that block.
I'm surprised Keeve only has 20 kills. I feel like Bunton's got 20 on her own.
Well, right now they're out being forced out of system. They're just roll shotting. They're not having that power like they did in the first set. So kudos again, Munciana. You put the pressure on in the serve. You force your opponent out of system. Good things happen.
Brooke Elliott showing out for net cam. Reese Baker serve.
Nice 5-5 set out of system. It's something these girls will learn over time. You don't need to be tricky. That's what we call a defensive swing. Put the ball in the court that's going to force your opponent out of system. This is not for kill. It's not for show. You just go up there and you be smart with that ball.
Nia Bunton goes up. Nia Bunton results in a kill. And Lily Serba now with her rotation to serve.
Great play call by Macy Bowden. I love that play between her and Brooke Elliott, especially in rotation 5. Rotation 6, yeah, rotation 5. She's got that, the setter's in the front row. She has 2 split front row attackers. They can run the slide. She's already in her natural position there for her rotation. Good call.
Aaron, we've got to get you a text.
I know.
The way you're drawing this, it'd be so perfect.
I was thinking that. I'm like, I need to be like Madden and just like start drawing on the screen.
$18 score here in the second set. The Chipmunks are showing out. Let's see what Coach Wesley has to say.
Yeah, it's a 7-point game now. We created that. Let's come out here and keep fighting. Side out or score, right? Side out or score. That's what it's going to be all about right here. Let's separate right now, though. Let's go.
Get a block! Get a block!
Seems like he's got a good feel on his team.
Yeah, he does. He's very composed. Both coaches they're composed. They're very, very quiet. You know, they've taught the girls everything that they can up until this point. They just want the girls to go out there and play and give them little in-game pointers. That's really the perfect coach. Turn. Use the dump to your advantage, your front row. Use the dump.
Dug out by Elliott. Kiva keeps it alive.
What a rally. Just out. Just out. A little bit too long on the draw. Sydney Helmers knew she wanted to go sharp cross. Hung it at that lower point in the draw. Needs to just get that elbow nice and high so she can whip that shoulder around. She would have just swung a little bit faster. That ball would have been in.
Cook with a point for the Chipmunks. Playing to 25 here in set 2 of the 14 Open Final of the HP Fieldhouse. ESPN Wide World of Sports, the Walt Disney World Resort.
Good save. Great dig out of the line by number 8, Pastor.
Kiva goes up the middle with Gabrielle Gary.
I want the set. Both setters are front row. At this point, they have to think of themselves as an offensive option. They have to be able to create some kind of diversion so that their hitters are getting seams in the block. Even if you fake like you're going to take a big swing and then you set the ball, you have to just create that split-second hesitation for the seam so that your hitters can attack it.
Holy cook. She's got something cooking.
Great defense.
A 2-point lead for Muncie.
Great swing, good dig. Use it. Good save, good dig by Bowden.
(22-21). Sydney Helmer's ready to serve.
Great dig. Oh, wow.
Maloney leads to a point with a kill by Ashby Willis. Gotta see that one one more time.
She gets underneath it. Oh, great dive. Place the ball first, then fall to the floor. Great discipline on defense.
Ties us at 22.
Good block, great recover. Another one by Maloney. Perfect location.
Your favorite shot, Aaron. Ashby Willis tools 23-22.
And that was all set up by the defense of Maya Maloney. That ball could not have been dug into a more perfect spot for her setter to come in and make a great, nice high set to the outside.
Playing with the lead, and now they're playing with the lead. Side out right here. See it early on the pass. Guys, fight the fight right now. Let's go.
Aaron, a question I've got to ask, speaking as just an average volleyball fan here tuning in. We talked about Nia Button a lot. She's not on the floor right now. When is she coming back?
So she should have one more rotation until she's in the front row.
Obviously something I think both teams are going to be aware of.
Yeah. Great dig, great play it out. Just so good out of system.
A6 Kiva has now set itself up for match point. Willis and Gary. Here we go. Chipmunks battle back.
Chloe Cook just super composed. Gets blocked on the first one. Doesn't deter her. Goes right back at the block. Love when outside hitters do that.
Tied at 24.
It wouldn't be AAU championship court if we didn't go extra, would it, Nolan?
No. Maddie Raines with the serve.
Oh, great touch by Bowden.
The Chipmunks get it over.
Great transition middle choice.
Gabrielle Gary sends Kiva again to match point.
And guess who just came back to the front row? What a great setting choice. In transition, just tease it up for her.
Mia Maloney has been phenomenal defensively for A6 Kiva here in the second set. She's set to serve as we look at Nia Button on the front row. It's been a force to reckon with thus far, nearly unstoppable. Coach Cordes with a sub.
They're just replaying the set here. So Nia Bunton comes back in, Serval goes back out. Set, match, championship point right here.
Maloney serve. Kiva wears the crown yet again. The celebration is on for A6 Kiva 14 red out of Louisville, Kentucky. Aaron, we've seen a lot of volleyball. This has to be one of the more impressive 14-year-old teams we've seen in quite some time.
I agree. The height, the power, the athleticism, the teamwork, the camaraderie. You know, these girls, if they stay together, they're going to be a really powerful team.
Here's how it went down. A game recap. We'll start back in set one, Aaron.
And it was all about Nia Bunton in that first set, those first few points. She was all over the place. Then you had the lethal arm swing of Helmers on the outside, on the right side. Just too much for Munciana to play in that first set.
Over in the second set, Munciana came out stronger, led for a while in this one. Strong play on the edge by Brooke Elliott and Claire Castor.
And a lot of really good things for the Chipmunks in this second set, but it was the power and the consistency of Kiva that led them to win this championship. Great battle by both teams. You like to see that second set come out and be this competitive.
And there's Maloney with a title winner for A6 Kiva 14 red, dogpiling on the floor, the 14 Open National Champions of 2019. Final stats in today's match.
You know, we thought the kills would be a little bit more skewed toward Kiva's favor, but the Chipmunks came out in that second set and they were on fire. 5 blocks. A lot of that was done by Nia Bunton, but very, very close competitive match today.
91 digs combined in 2 sets. Both these teams, incredible defense for each side. Congrats to A6 Munciana Chipmunks on an outstanding 2019 season, and A6 Kiva 14 red wears the crown this year. Coach Cordes goes back-to-back to wrap up an amazing day at the 46th AAU Volleyball Junior National Championships. On behalf of our entire ESPN Wide World of Sports production crew, they have been phenomenal today. My partner, Aaron Campbell, I'm Nolan Alexander, saying so long from the Walt Disney World Resort at the 46th AAU Volleyball National Championships.